Welcome to Pigskin Passion TV, and it's your boy, the Black Mamba. Today is December the 6th, episode number 45, and guys, we back. We back for another week of Survivor. And guys, it's starting to get real, down to like the very last pick. So guys, last week, as you remember, Jacksonville was like the number one pick, and they only had one job. All they needed to do was win, and they fumbled the ball. I didn't feel bad about the game until they missed that field goal in the fourth quarter, and at that point, I knew this could be an L. But hey, just another weekend Survivor. So fortunately in this league, I get 2 strikes. So last week was a strike that I got, and it really was a bad time to get it because now I actually make 2 picks from here out until I'm out. So as you can see, this league, it has 13 people that have no strikes, which means they haven't picked a game wrong. And then the remaining people have picked one game wrong, and it's 51 total people left in this league. So things are going to start moving pretty fast from here out, and from this week on, probably half of the league will start getting eliminated, especially with just 13 people with no strikes. But with that said, guys, let's jump right into these picks. So I've been at the Waffle House like for the last few days on some of these picks, and I initially had a different team for my 2 teams, but I ended up going with these 2 teams. So my first pick is the Pittsburgh Steelers. And guys, I know, how can we trust the Steelers after just going out and laying a complete egg against the Arizona Cardinals last week? This was a hard pick. But then I looked at New England. They didn't play any better last week, and they're bad. They are really bad. And what's even worse, they lost their running back last week in Ramondre Stevenson. So this could be one of them games just like what they had last week, where the game was 6-0. They lost to the Chargers, but you never thought the Patriots were going to ever win that game. And I think this week will be the same thing with the Steelers. Even though Kenny Pickett is out, it's not much of a downgrade from Kenny Pickett to Mitch Trubisky, I don't feel, in this game. So I'm going with Pittsburgh. My second pick will be the Cleveland Browns. I didn't have this game on my radar at all, but after last week, now that Trevor Lawrence went down, I think this is a good play. The Jags defense, they played the worst game they had played the entire year. They made Jake Browning look like Joe Burrow 2.0 last week. And another factor in this game is the weather this weekend is going to be nasty in Cleveland. I think it's 80% chance of rain, and the wind factor will be between 10 and 20 miles per hour. So if the wind is gusting about 15 to 20 miles per hour, it's going to be hard to throw the ball. And CJ Beathard didn't look good last week, and I don't foresee him looking any better this week. I think the Cleveland Browns will probably force him to have to throw the ball, which means they're not going to be able to run. Cleveland has a really good defense, so I got to take my chances and go with Cleveland this week, guys. So my 2 picks are Pittsburgh and Cleveland, but I have a couple of other picks for you guys as well. The next pick I have is the Baltimore Ravens. If any of you guys still have them available, if you've been saving them up to this point, it's time to push that button. I think Baltimore is a good play this week. The Rams, they're a quality team, but Baltimore they're one of the elite teams. I would put them up against a lot of teams this year, with the exception of maybe San Francisco or Philly. I think that Baltimore is in that pool of teams where, whenever you have a chance to pick them, they're a good pick. This game will have a little bit of bad weather as well. So that's another element that just adds to their running game, which is already pretty stellar. Lamar Jackson, if it's rainy weather out there and Lamar Jackson running around, I think that equals a pretty easy Baltimore win. So think Baltimore would be a good survivor pick for you guys this week as well. And my last survivor pick this week, guys, is the Green Bay Packers. What's that old saying? If you can't beat them, join them. Green Bay has been like my nemesis the last few weeks. So on Thanksgiving, I had Detroit, and Green Bay just went out and they handed Detroit the business. And I think that Green Bay probably is going to be a popular pick this week, which is one of my strategies for not going with them this week. I think that they'll be a popular pick, but I think they are a good pick. The way I see it, you can't beat the Rams, the Lions, and the Chiefs 3 weeks straight and then come out and lose to a Tommy DeVito-led New York Giants. Can you? So I really think the Packers should be able to win this game handily this week, but the danger this week for them would be this is a road game, and in road spots it's always a little tricky. So, be careful with that, but take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, Green Bay, I think that would be a good pick. And guys, there we have it. So those are our survivor picks. And guys, if you've made it this far, man, hey, congratulations and good luck to you with your picks this week. Hopefully we'll live to see another week. Even if we don't, I'm a team player. I'll come back and throw some picks out that I think are good picks. But hey, let's go out and win and be the lone survivor. In the next episode, we'll discuss some NFL picks for you guys. And guys, with that said, I have a public service announcement. Spike that like, comment, and subscribe. And it's your boy, the Black Mamba, out.